Good evening. My name is Mikkel Davis, and I am here to talk to you tonight about Mark Cuban, this course, and my professor, and how they have enraptured me to following through to becoming an entrepreneur. The similarities that Mark Cuban and I share are comparisons to the way things were in the beginning. He never gave up, and neither have I. He arrived in Dallas, Texas, flat broke. I moved to New Orleans, Louisiana, with $30 in my pocket. He lived in a three-bedroom apartment with five guys. I lived in a one-bedroom apartment with five guys. He ate cold ragu straight from the can. I ate whatever was cheap. When he ventured out to Texas, his visions were just as strong as mine were when I moved to New Orleans. We had nothing, so we had nothing to lose. It was all about going for the dream and not looking back. Back in the day of Mark and I, the early years, he was 24 and I was just out of high school. He started a business from nothing, and I was trying my luck making money living on my own for the first time. His software company was built from scratch, and he made his first $6 million from the sale of it. I worked my first Mardi Gras waiting tables, and I made $3,500 the first week. All the way we both knew that making money was the only way for success. Years later, I tried to open up a dessert cafe serving slices of pie and coffee. I called it the pie in the sky. The only thing that kept my vision from opening was the health inspector. Not on my part, but the part of the landlord I rented the building from. It needed too many renovations, and he wasn't willing to do them. Through the years of many jobs that I have had, though they gave me a sense of success, something was missing. It still wasn't my own, like Cuban. That is why I decided to go back to school and get my degree in business. The things I have learned in this course have been ever so rewarding by four items: my textbook, my dictionary, my thesaurus, and my professor, who has not only shown, but instilled transformational leadership and guidance in me. Much like my former employee I wrote a letter to in the beginning of this course. To quote from our textbook, Compose Leaders Compose, I quote, "Transformational leaders aim to move people beyond what they perceive to be possible." End quote. This has been proven to myself through the teachings of my professor. She has pushed me to do things I never knew I could. Quote, "These leaders are visionaries, and they prompt others to envision larger things as well." End quote. I have always tried to better myself any way I could. Although I never expected so much reward from this class, I find myself a much stronger person in understanding what transformational leadership is all about. The learnings of Mark Cuban have helped me in knowing that you can build something from nothing if you set your mind to it. 30 years ago, I worked in a florist for 10 years, delivering flowers. Never did I make an arrangement. I only watched. In the beginning of this semester, I started to dabble with making silk arrangements. Before I knew it, I had 6 orders, and I had been asked to do a nice-sized wedding next October. In just a matter of weeks, I have purchased a website domain, an email address, and I have, excuse me, and I have orders coming in weekly already. All of this is built from nothing. And of course, while I'm going back to school full time and working 40 hours a week. Mark Cuban is known to have his hand in many ventures at any given time. We both know with hard work, dedication, and a can-do spirit, anything is possible and the sky is the limit. Thank you.